Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Well, as we hop into game 1 of Megd versus AyoBlue on Demon Island, we see Megd hopping on the Val. We're going to see AyoBlue coming with those down airs, coming with those end lights on the sides, trying to keep his space.
Yeah, solid spacing by both players right now. Ayo's really trying to get in that punish with the scythe. Obviously, he feels like he can't do that right now, so he's going to go for the sword duos. Ooh, nice D-light into Sair. Another D-light into down air.
And Megd seemed to be trolling a little bit, losing options and falling down. Not sure if there was a misinput there or what.
Definitely a solid start by Ayo though.
And just taking barely any damage in the yellows. Megd switches over to the gauntlets. Probably looking for 1 or 2 good reads, can tie this match right back up.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's going to be doing great.
As we see the weapon tosses and dash dancing coming from Ayo, trying to play his lead very patiently.
Yeah, no, see, what Ayo is doing right now is something that I feel like a lot of players struggle with, is as soon as he gets the lead, he's not going in, he's not trying to press it, he's not playing super aggressive, he's literally, as you said, just trying to extend that lead. Ooh, but Megd did not give a crap. He went ahead and stole that.
So I'm evening up these stocks right here with this shit. Watch this. Now you're gone. We see Jiro with that low defense that is very, very, very possible throughout this whole game for Megd to make these comebacks, despite Ayo taking the lead. As we see the health reaching a slight even yellow here, so we see a pretty even game now. And Megd controlling the stage with these end lights and recoveries.
I'm telling you, Ayo has a history of losing the set against Megd. He's trying to make this the first W. He's trying to turn that 0-2 into 1-2.
As you can see, that side stick is just catching Ayo every single time as Megd just lets it out very unexpectedly.
Ooh. Megd really did just take that lead back crazy. I think Ayo is starting to get into his head now.
Dominantly took that lead, catching these nairs, catching these end lights and side lights.
Nice.
Great end sig for the confirm off the weapon throw with Scythe, looking for the finish. GC side light. He has no more options. Goodbye to Megd.
Yes, sir.
As we see a last stock situation here, Megd unarmed, not looking very unconfident right now, as he still has the lead and just needs to get one good hit off on Jiro to have Ayo get sent back and rethink his character selection for game 1 into game 2.
No, this is still very much winnable for Ayo. He just has to space him out and look for that solid punish.
And I know Megd's probably looking for that one side chick that he's killed him now twice with. If he gets that off in that right spacing situation, it's game over for Ayo just now. You see Megd slowly waiting, not even throwing out a move, waiting for Ayo to win. There's the instant, catches him as he was waiting. Beautiful execution from Megd, collecting that game 1. You know, sometimes as a commentator, Kyle, you kind of just know what people are looking for, you know? The slight pace and movement and patience from Megd. I just kind of knew, like, a Sig is coming out, and he's waiting for him to make one good mistake and pack this up very quickly. Megd is not about those games, not about those sellings. He's not trying to sell his game in game 1 against AyoBlue, trying to make his way all the way to the grand finals.
Was actually crazy is that after the SV, he immediately turned that back around and just dominated the whole match. Like, that was actually insane. Ayo was really using those weapon throws, though. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but he was really trying to look for that opening using that throw. Literally, you can see it in the stats here, 17 to 11 throws. Ayo was really leveraging that for neutral, and it was working out for him.
Absolutely. But you see, Megd did not really let go of that sword, as he had over 470 damage with it. But never mind that, small force for the Lions. Game 2, we see Ayo switching over to the Tesca piece. Let's see how battle boosts favor him this game.
We've been seeing a lot of really good performance with battle boots lately. Now, I know the nerfs to battle boots recently has taken away some of the kill potential, but we have still seen some really solid, consistent performance from these transitioned weapon mains.
Oh, for sure. Despite the damage and kill options for battle boots being nerfed, they are still a very good neutral tool and very fast. For the legends that do have them, like Teska, like Thea, we do have some very interesting combo strings, like such, that can take you down and take your options.
Yeah,
Take the stock, just like Teska did there. AyoBlue once again taking the first stock of the game, but this time it was intentional.
Yeah,
not an SD from Megd.
Yeah, what's really good about Battle Boots is that they have about the same neutral and weaknesses as Katars. So if you basically have ever had any experience with Katars, what counters Katars counters Battle Boots, and I think that's why Ayo went with this. People are less used to the neutral for this weapon, and he knows that this is going to be beating out Sword. He knows that this is going to be beating out Gauntlets, and he just wants to get that second game in.
Absolutely. Ayo definitely making use of those side lights and end lights on Battle Boots to dominate that space and take over the space that Megd is trying to protect with his swords, end lights, and side lights. But good job from Megd using that side air to collect his first stock, only taking a little bit of damage in an orange, as we still have Ayo in the lead, picking up those gauntlets, so you have the gauntlet mirror going on. A lot of whiffing, a lot of combos.
Solid read combo there by Megd.
Megd opting out for the sword.
Ayo really
opting out for the
nair.
boots as well.
I think he realized he was starting to fish for that nair and is switching it back up to what was giving him advantage.
Absolutely. Megd is not trying to let Ayo get a string started, trying to just keep him away with these end lights, these side airs. These fallen side airs have been Megd's bread and butter as he lets go of that Sig unexpectedly once again to take the stock lead, as Ayo is on his last stock in game 2 here.
Yeah, Ayo is really getting caught out by Megd's falling stairs. It's just a matter of him not being able to space it out fast enough. You can see that he's noticing and he's picking up on it, but he's not quite able to space it out just yet.
As he's still looking for this last potential hit, as Megd tried to get a surprising signal on there to spike him. Could not connect. Teska with the grab, 360, throw him off the map one time.
Very much still winnable by AyoBlue. Chat, who do you think is going to take this game to? I think it's going to be going on to Ayo. I think he really does not want to let this go. He's going to stay with the Battle Boots until it's done.
I don't know, man. Megd can do Megd things, man. As we see, Ayo is not letting off this edge guard and pressure with these Battle Boots. And Megd does not look very strong with these gauntlets right now. Using that side air for momentum to get around him, finding stage. But Ayo on the kicking assault.
Yeah, solid punishing coming in by Ayo. Really not trying to let Megd keep that lead.
And Megd sees that weapon spawn. Definitely going for that sword. Found it.
Yeah, Ayo's going to be looking for that closeout now. He's going to be trying to finish this right here.
You might see a Sig come out any second now.
I think he's going to close it out with the dare like he has been the last 2 stops. Ooh, with the
beautiful
weapon
throw from Ayo. Hey, yo! That was hard, bro! Hey, yo!
Hey, yo!
You just went crazy!
That was
insane.
Look at this last play, guys. Ooh, dare for the first stock. Second stock, we see the side sig, sorry. Freaking Freudian slip. And then for the last stock, the weapon toss! Ah!
As we are loading into game 3, we have both players sitting at 1 game apiece. Megd switching over to the Asurides Vasos Teska. So, see a little change in stats here from Megd, but opting for the sword again, and some Katars, I guess, potentially to contest these Battle Boots when he switches. But Megd seems to be strongly staying on the sword as it is his main weapon.
If you guys saw at the stats right before the game started here, Ayo cut his weapon throws literally in half. The game before that, he had 17 weapon throws. Last game, he only had 8, but he made every single weapon throw count that last game. That was the
for
difference.
Sure.
I don't know. Katar swords, you know, Asuri is a good pick, but into Teska, I don't know if that's going to be the best case because Katars and Battle Boots go even, and Battle Boots do beat out Sword. So I think this is really going to come down to which person just understands their character better, which person understands neutral and how to punish their opponent better. And as we've seen from last game, AO is really coming through with these battle boots. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a straight up Megd win. This could go in either direction.
As we see, AO probably found a little bit of comfortability and grounding with the Tesca. And just after AO takes that game, Megd, I guess, has some considerations about Val switching over to Asuri. So, you know, Megd is clearly respecting his opponent right now, trying to figure out what he needs to do to stay on top of this. As AO grabs those battle boosts, trying to get some strings started. Can get the kill right here as a ledge guard situation, dodges a weapon throw. You can't fool me twice, buddy. GC, side sig, spinning him out of here. Gets the knockout.
What's crazy about this set is that either way, once they're done with this, they're walking straight into playing against Radish, and the winner of that set is going to be having to face Sandstorm after that insane Luna game. So, you know.
And I don't think Sandstorm is going to be sitting down quietly. He has something to prove. So
exactly, that's going to be in loser semifinals in approximately 2 games here after this. So get ready for that one. That's going to be an insane set, guys.
That's also implying that Sandstorm will win his next game. So we will see who he faces and how he performs during that game. As AO trying to close out Megd's second stock, missing that nair. It's a beautiful dodge from Megd. Megd just uses some empty hops, get a feel for his opponent with these guitars. Letting off that nair one time.
This is
an
insanely even game.
Absolutely. Just strings flying off left and right from each opponent. Battle boots and guitars.
The first 2 minutes. Literally, it's been 2 minutes so far, and they haven't even gotten to the last stock.
Great decision making here from AO, not taking the jump bait into that recovery, because that would have been his stock for sure.
Ooh, he could have gotten a punish right there on Megd, but he got a little scared and backed off. Nice. Ooh!
Getting that recovery, a little short hop recovery action for AO, putting Megd on his last stock, hopping over to the battle boost. Can he convert some damage before he is out of here? AO is now on borrowed time. As Megd quickly grabs that guitar and throws it right at AO's face.
AO's really going to try and get that damage lead right now. I don't know if Megd's going to let him, but AO's, you can already tell he's playing a lot more safe than when... Ooh! Oh! He could only get, like...
Curse.
Yeah.
As we see a very, very tight situation here. AO unarmed. Both players last stock. AO opting out for the gauntlets as that was the only weapon he has, and he says, "No, I don't want those. I need those boots."
He knows that with the gauntlets, he can't beat Megd. Megd with the guitars is just gonna outshine him in neutral. He has to put on those boots if he wants a chance of taking this game.
One good string here on the Asuri could definitely be a huge game changer here for AO. So if he just needs locks in right now, game 3 could be all his.
Oh yeah. Yeah! Just like that.
Getting one good jump read with that insig, and not enough because Asuri is still coming in hot. Megd is not afraid.
Oh yeah, Megd's looking in for that dare approach.
He's definitely looking to see what exactly AO is trying to do as he just takes up space near him, opting out for the end light.
Ooh. Both players really just took a moment there to read each other. Oh, is this the game? Is this the game? Yeah!
GCD like ground pounds by.
Fucking
AyoBlue
takes a game 3.
Hey,
guys, we're moving on into game 4 now. Do you think Megd is going to clutch it up and send this over to game 5? Or do you think AO is going to close it out right here?
Right now. And Megd is still opting to stay Asuri. So let's see how this goes.
No, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Asuri is a bread and butter character. You can't really go wrong with it. And especially with
guitars, very fundamental, for sure.
Exactly. It also shuts down one of his weapons. As you see, AO can't really go for those gauntlets because it's just going to lose up in the matchup between the other 2 weapons that Asuri has. AO can only really depend on the battle boots, which is going to go neutral with the guitars.
Well, let's see how this mutual exchange works out now, because it seems like Megd has not been touched yet. Well, commentator's curse has been lifted. Megd is now getting kicked off stage.
Chat was switched
Great
over into
dodging.
emote only mode because people couldn't watch their profanity.
I mean, hey man, smiles and keck W's for all.
No,
As
for
we
real.
continue into game 4. Ayo looking very, very strong since he switched over to the Tesla. Has not been playing no games with Megd. Got Megd to the red, on the edge of the situation, looking for this grab.
Yeah.
Batista bomb down to the ground. Still, Megd has enough health to recover. That
Yeah,
wasn't enough knockback there.
Ooh, if he would have landed that weapon toss there right after the Batista bomb, he would
Beautiful
have kept it.
I think also with that SIG on Tesca, it works like Orion SIG, where if it's not bounced off the ground, the knockback is not as great as it would have been.
It's actually
Hence-
just the SIG in general has been nerfed to the ground. There really isn't much kill potential with it unless you follow it up.
Well, that's good to know. Good dodge of that end light from Ayo. Trying to find his spacing, trying to get those nairs off and catch Megd's empty hops. As he's noticed, Megd has been doing a lot of empty hopping, trying to see what Ayo reacts to. Ayo is trying to angle and intercept him every time.
You can really tell Megd's thinking through his plays right now, but I almost feel like it's too much. But I don't know. Let's see where this goes. It could be Caster's curse.
Sometimes, as someone who also partakes in fighting games, sometimes you think a little too hard. You gotta dumb stuff down and just start mashing buttons, you know? And it works. Hey, look at that.
Yeah. I don't blame Megd for getting in his head right now, though. This is game 4. If he drops this, he's out of the tournament. So he's got to start activating some brain power here.
And I know this would mean a lot to Ayo to not go 3-0 in a lifetime history against Megd. So this will be a lot for his confidence, a lot for his future bracket runs, a lot for just his mentality in facing Megd in any other bracket than anybody in his skill level ever again. Ayo will be showing up the top 8s consistently if he can figure out his consistent game plan against players like Megd.
Oh, for sure. I think this is going to be the start of Ayo's top 8 journey, or top 8 arc.
Oh, but it's looking scary. Megd with the off situation, holding that edge with guitars, missing that nair, trying to opt for the sword there, could not necessarily get it off. Quickly decides to get back to his guitars to not get punished. But, well, I guess he opted out for guitars already. He meant to his sword away. I must have missed that.
Ooh. Right. Ayo's in a good position right now. Once he gets Megd over the ledge, he pretty much has like 90%. Yeah.
Guitars is a very dangerous weapon off stage. You can have some easy reverses with guitars on the side of the stage, man. So Ayo is probably also being very wary of that and very aware that he could lose his stock on the ledge with guitars as he's dash switching around the edge, protecting the stage.
Yeah, Megd's waiting for Ayo to mess up and just go in for that last punish.
Ayo using some very good unorthodox movements, some very good footsies and dash dancing to outspace Megd with those battle boosts.
I feel like
Very well in neutral here.
absolutely the only thing that I would say that Ayo can work on is really leaning into his advantage. You can see that there are moments when he can get those offstage punishes
and he gets
backs
scared.
off.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. But you know, as someone who also has trouble sometimes committing to offstage pressure, sometimes you're better safe than sorry. You know, if you don't really know the kind of player that you're going against offstage because you haven't interacted with them that much offstage, and you want to keep your stock because you don't want to, you know, lose the lead. Maintain center stage, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with just winning another neutral interaction, doing some more damage, keeping your stock, and keeping the game going. As slow as the way, keep going. Play the game at your pace, because that is how you win.
No, yeah.
Keep this game at his pace. As Megd hits that D-Light recovery and says, no, this is my game. Taking it down to the last stop, pushing over to guitars, trying to get that damage off, and even up the game.
No, for real. What's crazy is that this game, or this set, I should say, has taken so long, and we're not even in game 5 yet. Both players are playing so passive, but
Absolutely.
it's
Every
still
piece of damage counts.
Oh yeah, this game has been so intense. Now, it's been nail-biting the entire time, but so passive. I feel like this is the only set that I've watched that's played this slowly, that wasn't an actual bore. Like, both of these players, you can tell, are really going into every action that they're inputting.
Right, like everything has intent. No one is trying to mess up here as we're on the last hug situation, and this would be Megd's last game if he does not close it out right here. Ayo is definitely looking to make sure that this is Megd's last game and close it out. Megd does not seem to want to have that as he hits that nair into recovery, into another recovery, keeping him up top. Ayo finds the ground. Man, just trying to hit them end lights, hit those nairs, trying to just catch his jumps. Ayo does not seem to be looking for anything different right now. Probably trying to throw off Megd and throw out something very scary really soon. We see both of these players are not having it. They are not having it. 1 sig from either of these players here, and they're gone. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this match. They're using every second of the clock they can to capitalize on this last stock in the red. As we see all the adaptations we need, the nail biting situation that we have here. Which one of these players will allow to move first? It's just been a lot of movement. No punish from Ayo with that sideway.
This is down to last hit, last stock. If Ayo takes this, Megd is out of the tournament in top 8.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. He didn't go for that
Ayo's
big punish
looking
there.
for that recovery.
And Megd is looking for it. Unarmed Ayo. Ayo finds the gauntlets. Those are not weapons he's been using for most of the game. 50 seconds left on the clock. Which one of these players will take the stock? Finally, Ayo finds his battle boots.
He didn't let the pressure get to him. He didn't let the pressure get to him. He waited for the boots. He knows he can only take it with the boots.
Being very level-headed. Both of these players are playing extremely cautious right now. As Megd catches another recovery, does not take out the test. The D-Light recovery for game.
Going to game 5.
Wow. Wow.
That's awesome. That was incredible.
Is this ever going to end? Find out next time on Game 5.
Find out next time on Moose Wars Coral.
But yeah, 9 damage difference. That's insane. It really came down to the wire.
Megd really, really wanted to make sure this went to game 5. He was not going to let it end here. This might be where he makes the comeback and knocks out Ayo.
You see me running it back to the same stage. It seems like that was not the issue here. After they went to Miami Dome, they come right back to this one Fortune Alliance. Guitars versus Battle Boots once again. Slightly even game here. Both in the yellow.
They almost timed out that last game. I don't know if you noticed. There was only 30
Oh, absolutely,
seconds
yes. Megd knew exactly what was going on, and so did Ayo.
left. Oh, yeah.
I am positive they looked at the timer a few times.
Oh, 100%.
Ayo trying to keep this pressure off stage, trying to keep Megd from recovering as Megd finds center stage. Side here, taking out Megd
Yeah.
for the first stop. Ayo is still looking confident, still trying to look clean, as he is not trying to let the pressure get to him, trying to close out on Megd. As the set count is now 2-2.
You can definitely feel that Ayo is 100% feeling the pressure and now trying to mix up what he's been doing the last few days, or last few games. You can feel that with that gauntlet gameplay, he's trying to look for something else on Megd, but Megd now he got the download.
Yeah, he got to the Assyria. I got you with my guitars, buddy. I know when I need to do damage, and my sword will do it. But I can break your neck and take you off the stage one time with Teska.
Yeah.
Right back to the battle boost we go. Stock number 2 for both players.
Yes, sir.
Megd on the guitars. These players will not change the pace of their game. Their game has been played at this pace for the last 4 of them, so they will continue to play this way.
This has been almost a 30-minute set now.
Absolutely. Just these 5 games alone. And I know these guys are feeling the pressure. They're feeling the anguish. I'm not sure if Ayo has had long games like this before. But this could be something that Megd could possibly do to, you know, wear out his opponent, make them weaker, not have the stamina to play these kind of long-winded games, so he can win these mind games. Because part of every fighting game is definitely mind games to it. Because as skilled as both of these players are in the top 8, it does take a little bit of mind games to come out on top sometimes. It seems like Megd is trying to do that exact thing as he weapon starts Ayo.
Oh yeah, this set has definitely gone in Megd's favor for it being drawn out as long as it has, just because he's really gotten that chance to get down Ayo's movement and come back from that. Like we saw earlier, if Ayo closed out certain moments a little bit faster, this set probably would have already been done.
Hey, ooh, beautiful ground pound, sending him downtown.
Yes,
Catching that GC sidelight. You said you need that weapon, baby? Hold on, let me do some damage first.
Yeah, you can definitely see that Megd's been a lot more aggressive in this game than he has in the last few this set.
And it seems like it may be costing him, because as Megd's on his last stock in the yellow, Ayo is doing the damage that he needs to secure this win, even if Megd can take his last stock right now. Unless Megd changes up his entire playstyle right now, he is basically red. All Ayo needs is a few good moves, and Asuri is out of here, and Ayo will advance.
Yes, Now, I mean, we saw at the beginning of the game that Megd was really benefiting from that aggressive gameplay because Ayo just wasn't able to match up with it. He was really thrown off in comparison to the last few games.
The pace of the game before, absolutely. Megd using the change of pace to confuse his opponent and confuse his options in neutral. As we see, Ayo is still not necessarily playing a different game, but is trying to figure out what Megd wants. But it's not trying to necessarily play his game, just trying to get a little bit, get all his damage in and end it. As he knows Megd has to be the aggressor if he wants to win here. Obviously situation for Ayo. Ayo makes it back, quick nair.
In these moments, the battle boots really do work against you because it's just so hard to close out your opponent.
Totally agreed, as we see Ayo opts out to the gauntlets. And Megd has basically evened up the game with just a few end lights and side lights.
He's looking for that sig. He's sig fishing now. No, and it cost him the game! Oh, he got impatient! Oh, no!
And there it goes. And there Megd goes, collecting the game.
He got impatient
collecting
right at the end.
Set.
Oh, these replays, man. It really shows how intense that whole set was. Oh, my lord. No, Megd does not suck. Both of those players were phenomenal. It really just came down to a game of mental. That set was lasting forever. There was only a minute and a half left.